Believe me, it is so magical. Yes, we have done multiple modalities where we have to do a lot of work on ourselves, and there's a lot of work to be done in other modalities. Not that I'm putting down other modalities, but what I found it to be so magical in this is all one has to do is just lie down and receive and have no point of view of how it's going to transform. And yes, the first year, what it showed up for me was in terms of land and properties. So it is like for that little amount you invest, you're getting back in crores. So I have invested the first land, the second land, then the farmland. So it's so amazing to see that whatever is your ask in terms of your desires. For me, it was that in a big way. And that showed up so magically. And that was the reason every year I have gone on to invest on this particular course. I would like to put it across as investment only, because whatever you invest on comes back to you in terms of multiple ways. Well, this is just one aspect which has shifted for me. In my second year, I remember I suddenly my in-laws decided to give me the inheritance part with respect to jewelry, and that showed up magically for me even there, that I received it. And it was my wish to have a farmland where I grow organic fruits and vegetables and medicinal product. And I think just before one of the call last year, I put the intention. Within 2 months somebody came out to me and said we can grow elaichi, that is cardamom and turmeric, and now we are going to receive the first harvest very soon. So it there, of course, it's not a monetary benefit, but it's something which is going to contribute for people in terms of the medicinal benefits. I've seen my relationship change with my in-laws on a personal level and with my sister. So I don't think they were acting out that way. It was something within me that shifted, that changed the relationship paradigm. So when the old version of me changed, I'm no longer the same person. I'm no longer the same personality. I'm a completely a different person, very vibrant. And I would say, as if I'm an embodiment of Goddess Lakshmi herself, which allows me to receive and believe in my own self, where I drop that limited I completely. That's the ego, which doesn't let me receive. And now I'm working from that expanded version of myself, which is Goddess Lakshmi herself. And I'm super, super grateful for that. So my self worth has increased. And wherever, even at a genetic level, or at an ancestral level, where I felt, oh, we are supposed to sacrifice, we are not supposed to receive anything. There are times when I've judged my ancestors, how could they have led such a small life? So I'm an embodiment of that. And I have functioned from being very small, which has resulted in me feeling lack of self worth. And now I'm ready to see their goodness as well as receive from them and the creative abilities of my past life, which has allowed me to, in this, even the this thing of the wealth whispering, I have registered, launched my website on the most auspicious Akshaya Tritiya day, which is possible only because of the blessings of the wealth whispering and Goddess Lakshmi herself. And the website is so expansive, and I know it's going to contribute in a big way. My health, yes, people would say astrologically, I'm going through one of the most negative as planet, that is Ketu, which makes you detached. But I'm just functioning from the opposite side of it, where it is this planet which is giving me everything I wanted in my life for the last, say, 40, 45 years of my awareness. So this is not a coincidence. This is something very miraculous, very magical. And I'm really, really grateful. And I know one thing, that every year I'm going to be choosing this program. And it is also about the wealth whispering and your energy and the group energy, which is so important. And every time when we share, our wins and whatever we wish to work on, every participant has contributed towards even clearing where I have mirrored, say, probably being my mother or my mother or my, my dad, and functioning from there. And yet, what I'm resisting so much about them, I landed up becoming her only. And
Mm.
the calls have contributed in a completely, I think, the unlimited version of myself. And I'm super proud and happy to receive that in every elements of my life. And it's just going to grow more and more. So I'm really grateful to you, Dr. for bringing out this program, which is so easy. I think it is, I think the easiest. You just have to pay and just believe and just lie down. I have gone off to sleep in every activation and in a deep sleep and with absolutely no point of view ki, am I going to receive, have I slept, have I this thing? But no, I have received magical stuff everywhere. It need not be all the time a monetary benefit. It can be in different ways. And I think getting closer to the original blueprint of ours, which is nothing but divine and creation. So really thankful for that.
Wow, thank you so much. Like, why it's amazing for me to hear this stuff is you guys do share throughout the program, but if I don't sit down and actually sometimes ask you, or we don't have this opportunity to talk for longer than 2 or 3 minutes, I don't actually get to hear this kind of, really well-rounded feedback about it. And the things you've shared, like, they are mind-blowing. Like, it is very hard to put into words actually the all-encompassing aspect of this energy in this program. I have one question for you as a participant. I have received some messages from people saying, look, I am really tired. Like, I am really frustrated. I have tried so many things. I have invested in so many things. How do I know that this is actually going to work? And I would like to hear like what you would say to that given your history as well.
Yeah. So that's what I said, when I started off my journey with you, it was the same thing. There were so many issues and challenges I was facing, in spite of the fact that I have been a healer myself and a life coach practicing for so many years. But from where I started off with just a few thousands in my bank account, it has solidified into crores now, which is something, it's a proof and without us having to do anything at all. And that's why I have landed up again and again. If it was not working for me, I wouldn't have landed up choosing it for the second time, for the third time. And that has been there with most of the participants, where that energy keeps drawing out, because I think the nature of this energy is to thrive. And this, okay, I'm done with this, I'm willing to have more, I'm willing to have more, and it just gets more and more and more larger. So the fact, my journey, I'm sure even with other participants, all of us have had breakthrough experiences. I have had this feeling where, I have been, say, caged in a kind of a glass wall, and suddenly I've just broken up all of that, and I'm just rising up, no matter what people judge or feel about me. So, like how, the sun doesn't care what people, whether it judges or not, it continues to maintain its original nature. The same way, I don't think we should really bother about what others think of us or this, because our original nature is that of to really thrive. And that's where I think you can just close your eyes and just have no point of view. The energy is going to contribute, because it is not about you and me, it's about the divine energy itself. So the limited us will have a lot of point of view. How will it work? How can it? By just sleeping, how is it going to work? But we have proof, right, in front of us through multiple participants telling the same thing, that it has worked magic.